everybody, it's Gunnarolla, and today we're talking about one of the most iconic items on McDonald's menu, the Big Mac.
All of McDonald's beef burgers are made with 100% Canadian beef, but who makes that happen and why should it matter to you?
Let's start with a chat with my friend, Chef Dev. Why do you think it's important for Canadians to care where their food comes from?
It gives us an opportunity to bridge that gap from farm to table. If I know where my food is coming from, I can make better, more informed decisions for not only myself, but my family, my friends, the people that I care about, and ultimately the people that I cook for.
With that in mind, let's take a trip to Manitoba to get straight to the source and meet with Kristine Tapley, a next-generation Canadian cattle rancher.
So Kristine, when people think of a farmer or a rancher, they usually have an image of...
like a red barn and a straw hat.
Yeah, overalls. You were very much not that. So tell me, how did you get started in cattle ranching?
I grew up on a farm, but I certainly didn't think that I was ever going to come back to farming myself. But I met my husband in university, and he actually grew up in Winnipeg. We decided that we really did want to farm and have that interaction with the land.
And you deviated a bit from the family business. You built a ranch from scratch.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Yeah, well, it's maybe silly, kind of crazy. The first piece of property that we actually purchased together was an old gravel pit. And so no grass was really growing there. Moved the soil back, used the cattle then to kind of help rejuvenate that ecosystem again, and now it is a thriving grassland. We have worked with a conservation organization to put an easement on that land, which means that it will stay grass and trees and water now forever. It can never be tilled or pushed down ever again. So yeah, kind of a legacy.
So walk me through a normal day for you. What does a normal day on the farm look like?
We move around the landscape a lot, making sure the fences aren't broken and there's water there and there's good grass there. You want to wear a tool belt?
Yeah, it's like a regular belt, right?
Yeah, but you want the pockets at the front. Put some muscle in it.
I don't think it's supposed to droop like that. So you don't really have to do much upkeep on the land.
So when cattle come in, you can see they've taken bites in some places. You can see it's sheared off there. But in other places, it's just stepped over, kind of like armor on the soil, and it protects, keeps the moisture. And then they also, of course, leave cow patties, manure, and that takes the nutrient out of the grass and cycles it down into the soil and feeds the soil bugs and things like that. And then we move the cattle off of here. Those plants have a chance to grow again. And then the lever goes up and over.
And the whole fence collapses.
Perfect, yeah.
So we know McDonald's serves 100% Canadian beef. What does that mean to you?
Canadian beef is really special. We have a very high standard of animal health and care, and we have done some amazing things thinking about the environment and how we interact with nature. In fact, other countries are trying to replicate what we're doing here in Canada. By eating 100% Canadian, that's supporting our industry to keep these natural spaces intact. It's really rewarding in that way.
Yeah, you make me want to be a rancher.
Yeah, come on out.
So what'd you learn?
Listen, I had no idea how many steps there were to go from farm to table. McDonald's has very proudly supported Canadian farmers. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel really good. As somebody that's grown up eating McDonald's and I have all these amazing childhood memories and university memories, etc. with it, McDonald's has a very powerful voice. They have a very large reach, and I'm glad that they've taken this step, and I fully support them.
100% Canadian beef, it's food you can feel good about from farm to table.